Hi, I'm Danny McFadden, Elm Street Blues Band here in Cleveland, and we're going to be talking about the new up-and-coming Premier Guitars, handmade, custom-built guitars here in Cleveland, Ohio, which would also be the rock and roll capital of the world here. Ely Guitars, by the way. They're all custom-built, custom-made guitars, custom-made to you. Custom-made to me, as a matter of fact. And the cool thing about this guitar, before we start talking about everything about this guitar and everything that's involved in it, is how this guitar was custom made for me. And just like you invest into this guitar, you sit down with the luthier, you sit down with the paint finisher, you sit down with the man that runs the electronics in this, and you have a custom made sound, everything looks everything to you. That's exactly what I did. And what I specified on this one was, we'll just start with the woods on this and the hardware. The wood on this is a quilted maple top, a solid mahogany back, through body neck, and semi-hollow body, a real semi-hollow body, and all shipped in from Washington State. All the best of everything. Just the hardware alone, we'll start with the Spurzl heads, also made in Cleveland. One of the top leading machine heads for any musician that will tell you the same thing. I mean, they're very quick, fast, easy, and they stay in tune. They don't move around. A real animal bone neck nut, which I specified, and we got that. The pickups were custom made. Before we get into that, we'll just get into the color and the refinishing here. And how this was done here was a fella here, Gary Uhas. Here works for Ely Guitars, custom painted this and tinted this color to my specifications as to what I wanted, a natural finish, but with a little bit of a burnt look to it. And he mixed 3 different candy colors together. But before he put the candy base down, he used 6 coats of urethane clear on it, sanded in between, put clear on till it was flat and solid, and none of the wood grain was showing, nothing sucked in or nothing. And then we laid the color on, and then we put another 6 coats of clear on and went from there. Sanded, rubbed, and polished, and it is like a sheet of glass. You can see that. But anyways, in any case, the pickups, custom-made pickups to my specifications. Once again, David Russell out in Lorain here in Cleveland, and he made these pickups with 4,500 windings, 4,500 windings on the neck pickup and 5,500 on the bridge pickup here. And when we tested it, when he wound them right in front of me, wound them, put them in, tested the guitar, tweak it a little bit. He gave me another 1,000 windings on it, which gave it that nice beefy sound. Super clean. And then we come down to this. If you'll notice, there is no pickup selector here, no switch. And the reason for that is what we call a blender knob. And here in the middle is the blender knob. And what you're doing when you're all the way clockwise, all the way to your right, you've got nothing but neck pickup. And as you, instead of selecting and trying to find your sound and work with your volumes and your tones, what he did, as you back this thing up, like so, you start blending in the treble pickup. And I'm probably at about 70-30 right now. And right when you get to the middle at 50-50, now both pickups are at 50-50, there's a little notch in the pot. You can feel it. It just kind of stops. You can override it, but it just stops, and you know you're at 50-50, and it sounds... Beautiful tones, beautiful tones. And of course, if you go all the way counterclockwise like this, now you have nothing but bridge pickup here. Over here, to the left, up to the top here, of course, is your master volume. So, and the master volume also has, I'm going to put this all the way back on the rhythm pickup so we can see this, or actually hear this. You have your master volume here, but on the master volume you have what is called a coil tap on here. We all know what a coil tap is, and we get that Stratocaster sound now on the bridge pickup right here. If it's too bright, we'll just roll the tone back a little bit. It's got a beautiful taper to the tones and the volumes, by the way. I mean, it is like, as you turn it, it changes as you go. No flat spot, no dead here for a while, none of that crap. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm gonna put the tone all the way back up. I'm gonna bring the coil tap back down. And of course down here, most of the guitars came with just a master volume with a coil tap and the blender. But I specified the tone because I love the tones and I always work with the tones all the time. And that's why it has 3 knobs in it. But also, the feature on this tone right now is you pull that out. Now I'm coil tapping. I'm gonna run this blender all the way to the left. You're coil tapping and get a Telecaster sound. Now we're coil tapping our bridge pickup now. Just like that. Beautiful sound. All credit goes to David Russell on that. Works for Ely Guitars as well. They got a fine crew on staff there. And if you do invest in Ely Guitars, have them custom build it for you. That's all I got to say about that.